Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today, and today the Miami Hurricanes defeat the Texas A&M Aggies 48-33 with a huge upset for Miami at home, beating ranked number 23 Texas A&M in a really good game. This was one of the best games you will see all week. Obviously, Texas and Alabama will be number one, but what a game! What a win by Miami as well. Good comeback. They were down 10-0 in this ball game. They were down in other parts in this game as well, and this was a great win for Miami today. Down 10 multiple times, and let's go over the game starting with the scoring summary. Texas A&M scored the first two scores of the ball game in the first quarter. There were a total of 3 scores, 2 for A&M and 1 for Miami in the first quarter. A Connor Wyman 1-yard touchdown run, extra points good at 7-0. Then Randy Bond makes a 24-yard field goal for the Aggies. It's 10-0. Then Tyler Van Dyke, who threw 5 of these tonight, a 3-yard touchdown pass to Kobe Young. That's 1 of 5 touchdown passes today. Extra point is good. It's 10-7. Then they extend their lead back to 10. The Aggies do in the second quarter with 13 minutes remaining when Amari Daniels has a 9-yard touchdown run, and the extra point is good in 17-7. But 2 final touchdowns for Miami going into halftime. Tyler Van Dyke, 52-yard touchdown pass to Isaiah Horton, and it's 17-14. Lead is down to 3 for the Aggies. And then going into halftime, Tyler Van Dyke with an 11-yard touchdown pass to Jacoby George, and it's 21-17 going into halftime. Then in the third quarter, you have a Randy Bond extra point. Sorry, a 28-yard field goal, and it's 21-20. So, is there some momentum for the Aggies here? I guess you could say that by cutting the lead to 1. And here goes the kickoff, and it's a 98-yard kickoff return touchdown for Brashard Smith, and it's 28-20 with the extra point being good. And then another score for Miami when their kicker makes a field goal, 34-yard field goal kick, and it's 31-20. But Texas A&M then scores a touchdown in the third quarter to cut the lead down to 5 when Connor Wyman, quarterback, throws a 19-yard touchdown pass to Ernest Crownover, and they go for 2-point conversion and try to make it a 3-point ball game, and they fail the conversion. It's 31-26. That was the last score of the third quarter. Then you have 4 scores in the fourth quarter, and 3 out of 4 go to Miami. So that pretty much tells you how this fourth quarter went. And it is another touchdown pass for Taylor Van Dyke, and it's another one to Jacoby George, a 3-yard connection. Extra point is good. It's 38-26. And then another field goal kick for Miami. This one's from 50 yards, and it's good, and it's 41-26. And then Connor Wyman throws a touchdown pass, a 9-yard touchdown pass to Noah Thomas, and they make the extra point. It's now 1-score ball game. It's 41-33. But how about Jacoby George? He's all over the place. Tyler Van Dyke, that's his favorite connection, a 64-yard touchdown pass to Jacoby George. And what a game for him today. The crazy thing is Jacoby George had 3 touchdowns in this ballgame. 64-yard touchdown, a 11-yard touchdown reception, and a 3-yard touchdown reception. He didn't lead them in receiving yards. I'm sure he had other receptions too. Let's go over the stats to the game leaders to this game. All right. Game leaders, passing yards, Connor Wyman for A&M threw 31 for 53 with 336 passing yards and 2 passing touchdowns with 2 interceptions. And Tyler Van Dyke, what a day, 21 for 30, 375 passing yards and 5 passing touchdowns. And then A&M's running back led them in rushing yards. That is their running back, it's Amari Daniels with 18 carries, 62 rushing yards, and 1 rushing touchdown. And then Miami's running back, Parrish Jr., led them in rushing yards with 10 carries and 50 rushing yards. Then for A&M, Stewart led them in receiving yards with 11 receptions and 142 receiving yards. While for Miami, Restrup, it's his name is first. I'm sure his name is Xavier Restrup, led them in receiving yards with 6 receptions and 126 receiving yards. Let's see if his name is Xavier Restrup with 126 receiving yards. And how about Jacoby George, who was probably the best game in this game besides Tyler Van Dyke? Jacoby George and Tyler Van Dyke were the best players in this game for Miami. He had 5 receptions for 94 receiving yards and 3 receiving touchdowns. Kobe Young also had 6 receptions for 75 receiving yards and 1 receiving touchdown. And it was a great game for this Miami offense. Jacoby George might have been great for, on the receiving end for Miami, but he also did fumble He did lose a fumble in this game. And also, Tyler Van Dyke fumbled for Miami, but it was recovered by offensive lineman Cameron. It was recovered by offensive lineman Cameron Kitchens, and that would be it for fumbles in this ball game. All right, defense leader in tackles for Miami was James Williams with 9 tackles. They had 0 sacks in this ball game, while Texas A&M had a total of 2 sacks with 6 tackles for loss, while Miami had 5 tackles for loss. But interceptions, 2 interceptions for Miami, while Texas A&M had 0. Cameron Kitchens, not only was he big with what did he do? He had a fumble recovery, I think, yeah. And he had an interception for a 28-yard return and had 7 tackles as well. Just a great game for Cameron Kitchens with a 30-yard return, and then Corey Couch with one interception for 2 yards. So what a game for this Miami Hurricanes team. I think they could get ranked after this big win at home. I would expect Miami will probably enter the top 25 after this win today against Texas A&M. You guys let me know your thoughts on the game for Miami today. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out.